Hello again, everybody. This is Mr. Everything, and I am coming back at you with some more IL-2, the Battle of Normandy. We're going to start a brand new career today. In this career, I think I'm going to play some Great Britain. I've already done the P-51 and the P-47. We still have the Mosquito, the Typhoon, the Tempest, both Spitfires. I don't have this Spitfire, even though I think that would be a very fun Spitfire to fly. We're not going to fly that one. So we're going to turn the P-51 off, even though I guess the Great Britain can have a P-51. Okay, interesting. Okay, so we're looking at the 9 Echo or the 14. Or we could fly the Typhoon or the Tempest. The Tempest just seems like it's really overpowered. I want to fly Spitfire. I don't know which one I want to fly. Okay, let's look at some details on these bad boys. And we're going to do preparing for the invasion. I'm going to, try it again and see if I can't get into June 6th. There's all the airfields, either mixed British or Americans. There's only 2 squadrons. See, I want to be up front. Okay, these are all 5s. Oh, hang on. That's a 9. That's a British P-51. Well, I don't want to do that. I've already done P-51. Okay, this is going to take me a minute. Once I find the squadron that I've settled on, I'll be right back. Alright guys, I have decided we're going to go ahead and join the number 443 squadron, the Hornet, which is a Royal Canadian Air Force squadron. I noticed that when I was looking through the... this is a Mark 9, right? So I looked at the Mark 14s, and I noticed that they were primarily tasked with shooting down V1 rockets, which that sounds fun, but it seems very one-trick pony to me, where the 443 squadron, being Canadian, and they flew fighter sweeps, escort, close air support, armed reconnaissance, all different kinds of missions, and hopefully that translates into the campaign. So let's go, and they actually took part in, they did not take part in the early stage of the Battle of the Bulge, but we're not worried about that. We're worried about early May, June. All right, join this unit. And it's fairly up close. There it is, 443 Hornet, which I thought that would be a cool unit just because of the heraldry. 1941, I don't know what unit that is, but okay, so the Hornet looks like it's got a Hornet. I'm looking for it on the map. Oh, it's right here. 443. Yep. Join that unit. Right. So we're at, what's the place called? Ford. Alright guys, this is who we're going to be. He looks, like an old rugby player. The name we're going to go by is Derek Everything. Son of a local cop stationed in Melton. And then you can read all that if you want. It was part of a rugby club. Flight Sergeant Everything was finally posted to the number 443 Squadron for active combat duty on October 6, 1944. Or is that June 6th? June 10th? No. No. I'm choosing... That's not right. If this doesn't load properly date-wise, I'm going to back up and redo it.
Allied leaders have been gearing up for the invasion of German-occupied France for over 2 years. Allied operations to soften up the Axis southern flank in North Africa, Sicily, and Italy had slowed preparations in the build-up for the retaking of France. However, these operations, including the disastrous raid at Dieppe and the operations in the Pacific, allowed the Allies to gain valuable experience in amphibious landings and develop effective combat tactics. The time to take back France had finally come by June 1944. Command of the invasion was given to U.S. General Dwight D. Eisenhower. The Germans had built what they called the Atlantic Wall, which was a series of fortifications all along the French coastline facing England, and the Allies employed many deceptions to try and keep the actual landing beaches secret. The Allied deception was aimed at making the Germans think they would land in the Pas-de-Calais area, not Normandy. One example of this deception was that Allied aircraft flew many more missions over the Calais area than Normandy in the months prior to the invasion. Air support for the invasion was carried out by the British 2nd Tactical Air Force and the American 9th Air Force stationed in southern England. During the weeks leading up to the invasion, these units would attack targets including rail yards, vehicles, airfields, radar installations, and communications all throughout northwestern France. They would also strive to destroy any Luftwaffe aircraft that could pose a threat to the invasion force. Preparations for the invasion, codenamed Operation Overlord, were completed by the end of May 1944. Due to poor weather, the invasion was postponed from the 5th of June to the 6th. This became D-Day, the Allied invasion of Normandy.
All right, we are back. We're in our headquarters. We've already looked at the pilot. There's my rank. Okay, that looks really cool. What am I? Flight Sergeant. Okay. And then if you look down here, I got goose eggs all the way across the board, which is what I would expect. Unit headquarters. There I am. Looks like we got a good group of guys here. Yep. And they've got a selection of kills. We've got a few aces in our pocket, unlike Eli and myself. I'm just looking at some names here. Garth. Clive. Okay, I'm excited with that. Planning room. Can't do anything until the next day. Headquarters basically just shows that we are in Ford, if I remember. No, I think they moved us. They moved us to West Hampnet. Yep, 443 right there. We were there, but now we're here. Okay. Air operations was suspended from April to April. April. We're not even in May yet? Oh my gosh, I thought we would be in May. That's April 18th. Hey, I got a pilot's badge. Okay, so this actually went back in time a little bit. That's even better. I like it. Okay, let's go back to the planning room. It looks like I'm going to be escorting bombers. Looks like we only have one mission. Alright, we're on the airfield. I'm going to have to relearn a little bit, learn how to fly a Spitfire again, even though it's probably one of my favorite planes to fly in IL-2. I was thinking about this earlier. Now that the Normandy expansion is out, what would you like the next expansion to be? Right? They pretty much have all of the Soviet Union and all of Europe, except for they don't have, well, they have North Africa, but it's done under a different name. It's the Blitz. And they have with Battle of Britain, but that's also under the Blitz. They could easily repurpose this map for the Battle of Britain. Looks like our squadron letters is 21.
Airborne, over. Escort, proceed with your mission. Escort 2, airborne. Escort 3, airborne. Escort 4, airborne. Escort 5, airborne. Escort 6, airborne. Escort 7, airborne. Escort
Oh wow, this one definitely maneuvers a lot better.
Escort in combat sector. Over.
Oh my gosh, look at that. I'm gonna be digging this. Okay, so I changed my call letters to 21 Echo for Mr. Everything. And it looks like we've got a short flight over the channel. We're just gonna hit the northern part of Cherbourg. It looks like we're going to be escorting some bombers. Maybe it's these guys right here. Maybe they were orbiting and they're just waiting for us to like join them. So let's take a look. Yeah, it's these guys right here. Look at us, we're gaining right up on them. Okay, and I'm just taking in some of the, oh, look at that airfield. There's an airfield there, there's an airfield there. There's this inlets. Looks like a serious airfield right there on the island. But yeah, they could easily repurpose this map to do like a Battle of Britain kind of thing. But I personally don't want that. What I'd like is something completely different. Like the Pacific. I've been jonesing for a good Pacific dogfighting World War II game. War Thunder has a little bit of that, but it's not really it just doesn't scratch my itch. IL-2 does, and I wish they would do a Pacific, because I'd love to fly some Wildcats, some Avengers, some Zeros, or maybe even a Corsair or something. That would be so cool. They'd have so much more planes available to produce for their game, right? So they would have like a never-ending supply of Okay, is it Alt F2? Yes. Okay, so can I change? Oh, my head can change things. Oh, my mouse. Okay. I'm trying to find a good screenshot for this. I guess I'm going to go with that. Okay, I can't go up or down. It's locked left or right. Alright, so what I'm going to do is fast forward and you will see me when we get a little bit closer to the objective, or if we get engaged with some kind of dogfight. Alright, I'll see you in just a minute. Alright, the bombers are getting pretty close to the coast, and they're bombing Cherbourg City, the port city of Cherbourg. I don't know if they're going to be able to see anything through the, okay, here we go. The clouds just parted. I'm not sure what the command is to follow the bombs, but we're going to try to do it. Whoop, maybe I should get into my own little cockpit. I'm turning autopilot off. I don't know if these guys are low.
Bombs away.
I'm looking for dots. They might be low. If you see anything, holler out. Also might be really high. I see him. Glory hounding. think I got down to their level, so I don't think I overshot them altitude-wise. I might have. I am gunning it, trying to catch up with these guys. They might still be below us. They might be like flying along the deck. Yeah, it's telling me to reduce throttle. I ain't doing it. Ah, there they are. I'm going way too fast. Okay, I got one smoking. First, my buddy's coming back. I forced him to drop his bombs. I must be 4. Oh, come on. I'm probably low on ammo because this thing doesn't carry a whole lot of ammo. Okay. Nope, don't break yourself on the wing. Okay, pull back. There we go. Whoop, I didn't push that, did I? Is that in? Yep, that's in. Slow down. Those are some good hits, actually. All right, come on. Come on. Don't run into the water. Okay, he's doomed. Alright, so now I'm going to rejoin my guys, which are in the sun right there. And fly back to base. Okay, let's see what happens. Right, that was actually a good outing, I think. We'll see. Let me go ahead and fast forward, and we'll be right back. Alright guys, we are almost back to England. That's England right there. I believe the bombers, their airfield is right on the shore, and ours isn't too far back from there. See on the map. Boop. Yeah, so looks like they are at Chelsea, which I guess is right by the water, and then we would fly up here to, I want to say, West Hampnet, which is just to the right of Portsmouth, which is all this water area here. And there's that Thorney Island airfield that I was talking about, and I saw a couple of these other airfields. I thought it was pretty cool. There's a lot of airfields around here, but ours is the one just over Chichester. Alright, so I'm probably going to break free and land on my own.
Rejoin formation and continue with the mission. Out. This is flight. You're requesting landing approach. Over. Proceed. Roger. Break off and land individually.
Okay, there goes all the bombers. Got low clouds. I think they were saying 3,000 feet. It's pretty low. That's probably their airfield right there.
This is flight. Escort. Flight requesting landing approach. Over. Escort. Proceed. Escort. Roger. Break off and land individually.
Alright, so I'm under the clouds. Okay, that's probably Chichester, and that's probably our airfield, but I'm only guessing because I don't really know. If I pulled up a map, wait, that's red. Okay, now it's blue. Yeah. So yeah, that was it. See the T. Oh, I got low fuel. But less than 10 minutes. That's interesting. Where's my airspeed? Don't want to drop flaps or the gear over 160 or something like that. What does it say? Flaps 160. Undercarriage 160. Oh, there's a flare. I'm still at like 200. I got a great glide. $200. $180.
This is 2, requesting landing clearance. Over. Affirmative. Cleared to land. 2, copy. Waterbury. This is Escort. Leader. Requesting landing clearance. Over.
Dropping my gear. Dropping my flaps. Bringing the throttle up because I don't want to just drop out of the sky.
This is 2, landed. Over. Clear north. 2, roger. Waterbury. This is Escort. Leader. Landed. Over. Waterbury. This is Escort 4. Requesting landing clearance.
That's me.
Over. Escort. Negative. Runway is busy. Go around.
I don't care if it's busy, I'm coming.
Roger. Escort 4. Roger.
I gunned the throttle by accident. I'm basically going to do a tour. This is the first time I get an opportunity to tour this airfield, so we're going to do that. Spitfires don't want to steer very well on the ground. What do we got over there? Oh, tempests. Or is that a typhoon? Definitely wants to pull to the left. This isn't steering very well. Once that guy lands, I'm going to zip past onto the other side of the airfield. I don't want to go too fast because the Spitfire looks like it wants to go out of control. It's that narrow wheelbase. Okay, so here's a bunch of empty nets. This might be where the Spitfires are being held. Because everything else looks like it's Tempests. I know we got this big hangar over here. I'm going to check it out. Engine overcooled. Okay. Driving like I'm drunk. All right, I was mentioned in dispatches. Okay, what does that mean? I basically think that means a pat on the back. It was published in the London Gazette. By the King's order, the name of me, Derek Everything, was published in the London Gazette on, as mentioned in a dispatch for distinguished service. I'm charged to record His Majesty's high appreciation. Okay. Cool. He was killed. Oh, that sucks. And I'm the only guy that got a kill. How did he die? Black? I don't know. Doesn't say. I guess I don't have a way to go back and look at the mission. I did at the last second, but I don't now. Okay. All right. The date jumped to 4/20. We're going to do the same thing. Escort bombers. I know you're going to giggle about that, but whatever. And hey, oh, I thought that said Harley Quinn. I was gonna say, okay, weird. But we'll do that in the next video. All right, I'll see you in the next one.